Hello guys, welcome back to VK Tutorials educational channel. In this class, you will learn to solve important questions of polynomials chapter exclusively for class 10. If you have visited the channel for the first time, please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon. I hope you watch the video till the end. So here we go. Our first question is, find the value of k in polynomial kx square plus 4x plus 4 if alpha square plus beta square is equals to 24. This is what is given. So the condition is alpha square plus beta square is equals to 24 and we have to find the value of k in kx square plus 4x plus 4. So let's solve this question. So from this kx square plus 4x plus 4, compare it with ax square plus bx plus c, general formula for quadratic polynomial. So from this I can say a is equals to k, b is equals to 4 and c is also equals to 4. Therefore, using the relation sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta, we have minus b by a. What is alpha plus beta here? Minus 4 by k. And product of the zeros, that is alpha beta, is equals to c by a. What is c by a? C is 4 and a is k. 4 by k. Using the condition which is given, that is alpha square plus beta square, which is equals to 24. Now when you see this, it is in the form of a square plus b square. What is a square plus b square? A plus b whole square minus 2ab. So this formula, we have to remember this formula to solve this problem. After that, using the formula, I'll get alpha square plus beta square as, which is equals to 24 as alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta is equals to 24. Alpha plus beta is minus 4 by k whole square minus 2 4 by k and which is equals to 24. Minus 4 whole square is 16 by k square minus 8 by k, which is equated to again 24. So by doing the LCM of k square and k, we'll be left with k square. That is, this will be 16 and this will be 8k, which is equals to 24. So 16 minus 8k is equals to 24k square. That is 24k square, taking 8k towards that side will become plus 8k and taking 16 also toward that side becomes minus 16k equated to 0. So therefore, this is now in the form of a quadratic equation. We have to solve this by using our splitting method. 24k square plus 8k minus 16 is equated to 0. Taking 8 common, that is, this becomes 3k square, and from 8k if you take 8 common it is k, and from 16 it is 2, so which is equated to 0. Therefore you are left out with 3k square plus k minus 2, which is again equated to 0. Now using the splitting method we will solve this. So multiply 3 and 2, we will get 3 into 2, 6, for which you have to find the factors. Always remember, see the coefficient of k square. If it is not 1, you have to take that number, take that coefficient and multiply with the constant term, so that you will find the factors for that. So for the factors of 6 is 1 into 6 is 6, 2 into 3 is 6. You have to find factors in such a way that you will get the coefficient of k term, that is the middle term, that is 1. So by 3 minus 2, by subtracting, we will get 1. So let us use that. Therefore 3k square, 1k will get by doing 3k minus 2k minus 2 equated to 0. From 3k square and 3k is common, you will be left out with k plus 1. From minus 2k and 2, minus 2 is common, we'll be left out with k plus 1, which is again equated to 0. So k plus 1 are both same, and 3k minus 2, these are the two factors. But then we have to find what is the value of k. So this factor should be equated to 0, 3k minus 2, k will be equal to minus 1, or because 3k minus 2 is equated to 0, 2 goes that side, 3k is equals to 2 and k is equals to 2 by 3. So these are the values of k which can be found by doing the following process. Second question is, if alpha and beta are zeros of quadratic polynomial, f of x is equals to 6x square plus x minus 2, find the values of. So first one, we have to find what is alpha minus beta. Okay, you have to find alpha minus beta. First, we'll have to take the polynomial and find alpha and beta, the zeros of this polynomial. What you have to do is, doing the splitting method, that is 6 into 2, you'll get as 6 into 2 is equals to 12. So when you get 12, find the factors of 12, that is 1 into 12, 6 into 2, and 3 into 4. Find such factors where if you add those factors or subtract those factors, you will get your middle term coefficient, that is 1. So can I say 4 minus 3 is equals to 1? So I will use these two factors, that is 6x square. For 1x I will get 4x minus 3x. So this 4 and 3 can be used as 4x minus 3x, so that I will get 1x minus 2 equated to 0. Okay, from 6x and 4x, 2x is common, so you will be left out with 3x plus 2, and minus 3x and minus 2, minus 1 is common, so 3x plus 2. So these are the two factors, one is 3x plus 2 and other one is 2x minus 1. 3x plus 2 should be equated to 0, 3x is equals to minus 2 and x is equals to minus 2 by 3. Whereas 2x minus 1, if it is equated to 0, 2x is equals to 1, x is equals to 1 by 2. These are the two zeros, that is alpha equal to minus 2 by 3, beta is equals to 1 by 2, alpha minus beta. Now we have to find alpha minus beta, you will get minus 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 2. This is our alpha minus beta. So by doing LCM, 3 and 2 will be 6. This becomes minus 4 minus 3 equated to minus 7 by 6. Therefore, our answer alpha minus beta is equals to minus 7 by 6. So continuation of that problem, that is find the value of alpha square plus beta square. We found alpha as minus 2 by 3 and beta as 1 by 2. So substitute alpha as minus 2 by 3 in this thing. So minus 2 by 3 whole square plus beta square is 1 by 2 whole square. So from that we'll get minus 2 whole square is plus 4 by 3 whole square is 9, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4. So by doing LCM, or 4 into 4 plus 1 into 9 by 9 into 4, 4 4s are 16, 1 9s are 9, 9 4s are 36, 16 plus 9 is 25 by 36. This is our alpha square plus beta square. Likewise, you can solve other sums, 1 by alpha minus 1 by beta. So 1 by alpha is 1 by minus 2 by 3 minus 1 by beta is 1 by 2. That is doing the reciprocal for this, we'll get 3 by minus 2 minus of 2 by 1. LCM of these two is minus 2 will be 3 into 1 minus 2 into minus 2. That is 3 minus of minus is plus 4 by minus 2. That is indeed equal to 7 minus 2. 7 by minus 2. Here at this step, if you are feeling difficult to solve, what you have to do is, instead of writing 3 by minus 2, write minus 3 by 2 minus 2 by 1. Then do the LCM of 2 and 1. It will be 2 minus 3 into 1 minus 2 into 2. Minus 3 into 1 is minus 3 minus 4 by 2. So that's also same answer. Minus 7 by 2 or 7 by minus 2 mean the same. Similar to these sums, solve for alpha square by beta square plus beta square by alpha square, and solve for alpha power 4 beta cube plus alpha cube beta power 4. Just by substituting, you will get your answers. Third question is, divide polynomial p of x, which is equals to x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3 by another polynomial g of x, x minus 2, and verify by division algorithm. What you have to do in this sum is to divide polynomial p of x by g of x and verify it by division algorithm. Write down p of x, the polynomial is x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3. Okay. Steps to remember is, first step 1 is check if the polynomial has decreasing order of powers. Okay, that is 3, 2, 1 and 0, because it is constant, so x power 0. Therefore, p of x is in order and no terms are missing. Similarly, check for g of x. G of x is x minus 2. This is also in order. So proceed with our next step, that is to do long division. P of x here is our dividend and g of x is our divisor. Okay, divisor is x minus 2, which should be taken out, and x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3 should be taken inside. Now we will solve for the long division method. First step is to compare x and x cube, that is what should be multiplied to x, so that we will get x cube. If you are not able to do it directly, generally it is x square. If you are not able to do directly, what you have to do is take that x cube which is inside and x which is on the divisor part, divide them, you will get your answer which you have to multiply. So x should be multiplied by x square. So this x square should be taken here, x square. Then g of x, x minus 2. In this first part, second part is x minus, take the divisor part and multiply by this x square. So x square into x will give us x cube, minus x square into 2 will give us minus 2x square. So take this part, write it carefully down, that is x cube underneath x cube minus 2x square underneath minus 3x square. So x cube minus, and this becomes plus, x cube gets cancelled, minus 3x square plus 2x square. minus 1x square. Take this 5x carefully down, that is plus 5x. Then compare x with x square. We'll get what should be multiplied to x, so that we'll get minus 1x square, that is minus 1x. Take this minus 1x and place it at the quotient part, minus 1x. Next, take the divisor, that is x minus 2, multiplied by minus 1x, we'll get minus 1x square, minus of minus is plus 2x. Place this carefully down, that is minus 1x square underneath minus 1x square, 5x underneath, you will get 2x. Change the signs, minus will change to plus, plus changes to minus. Minus 1x square plus 1x square gets cancelled. Always remember to consider the sign which you have changed, not the sign which it has. So minus 1x square plus 1x square is what you have to choose. Here 5x plus 2x is not what you have to choose, but you have to choose is 5x minus 2x. So the answer is 3x. Get this down. This comes minus 3. Third part, repeat the same part, that is compare x, what should be multiplied to x, so that we'll get 3x. It should be 3. If you're not able to do, just divide 3x by x, you'll get your answer. Take that 3 and place it over in the quotient part, that is plus 3. X into, now what you have to do, take the divisor part and multiply it by this part, 3x minus 6, because 3 into x is 3x and 3 into 2 is 6. So that is 3x minus 6. Here signs get changed, becomes minus, this becomes plus. 3x and 3x gets cancelled. Minus 3 plus 6 is 3. So from this I can say q of x, which is my quotient, that is x square minus 1x plus 3, and r of x, which is our remainder, is 3. So quotient and remainder are found out. Now what we have to do is to verify it by division algorithm. Division algorithm. What does division algorithm say? It says p of x is equals to g of x into q of x plus r of x. It means dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is what it says. So now we have to take the dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder from the above problem and verify it. Here the dividend is p of x, that is x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3. Divisor is x minus 2, which should be multiplied to the quotient. Quotient was found out to be x square minus 1x plus 3 and the remainder was found out to be 3. Now let's solve this whole right hand side, that is what you have to do is x multiplied by x square minus 1x plus 3 minus 2 multiplied by x square minus 1x plus 3 plus 3. I used here BODMAS rule, always first multiply then add. So first we have to solve this. X into x will give us x cube, minus 1x into x will give us minus 1x square, and x plus 3 will give us plus 3x. Minus 2 into x square will give us minus 2x square. Minus into minus will be plus. Minus 2 into 1x is 2x. Minus into plus is minus 2 3s is 6 plus 3. Then what you have to do is to see whether if there are any like terms. X cube is x cube. Minus 1x square minus 2x square are like terms. So minus 1x square minus 2x square is minus 3x square. Plus 3x plus 2x is plus 5x, minus 6 plus 3 is minus 3. So our dividend, that is p of x, is equal to our right hand side, that is this whole part. Hence we can say the problem is verified by division algorithm. Fourth question is, if alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial x square minus k plus 6 into x plus 2 into 2k minus 1. Find the value of k if alpha plus beta is equals to half alpha beta. So this is a condition which is given, and this is a polynomial. We have to find value of k. So let's solve. Let the polynomial be p of x is equals to x square minus k plus 6x plus 2k minus 1. First thing we have to do is compare it with ax square plus bx plus c. So we'll know what is our a. A is 1 and b is minus k plus 6. C is 2 of 2k minus 1. So let's use the relationship and find alpha plus beta, that is sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. Alpha plus beta here is equals to minus of k plus 6 by, what is the value of a? 1. So alpha plus beta is equals to minus of minus is plus, so we'll get k plus 6. Alpha plus beta is k plus 6. Alpha beta is c by a. Alpha beta is c by a. What is c? 2 of 2k minus 1 by a is 1. So alpha beta is equals to 4k minus 2. Now use the condition. What is the condition? Alpha plus beta is equals to half alpha beta. So alpha plus beta here is k plus 6 and half of alpha beta is 4k minus 2. Take this 2 here, multiply it. So you'll get 2 into k plus 6, which is equals to 4k minus 2. 2k plus 12, 2 into k, 2k, and 2 into 6 is 12, which is equals to 4k minus 2. 4k comes to this side and 12 to that side. It becomes 2k minus 4k and minus 2 minus 12. So answer is minus 2k minus 14. We'll get both side minus gets cancelled. We'll get k is equals to 14 by 2. Answer is 7. Therefore, the value of k is 7. This is how you have to solve this type of problem. Now let's do another problem. Fifth question. If the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square plus a plus 1x plus b are 2 and minus 3, find a and b. Solution. Here the polynomial is x square plus a plus 1x plus b. Let it be equal to some p of x. Compare it with ax square plus bx plus c. So from that we will get a is equals to 1, b is equals to a plus 1 and c is equals to b. Compare it carefully, don't get confused by the alphabets. So a is 1 because the coefficient of x square is 1 and b is a plus 1 because the coefficient of x is a plus 1 here and here it's b. So both are compared, so equated, b equal to a plus 1, c is equals to b. And from the question we know that alpha is given as 2 because I said if the zeros of quadratic polynomial are 2 and minus 3, here 2 is alpha and beta is minus 3. Beta is given as minus 3. What you have to find what is the value of a and what is the value of b inside the polynomial, not these coefficients, okay, not by comparing but by finding the values of a and b inside the polynomial. So we got alpha is equals to 2 and beta equal to minus 3. Alpha plus beta by using the relation minus b by a. We'll proceed our problem. Alpha is equals to 2, beta is equals to minus 3 and minus b is minus of a plus 1 and a is 1. 2 minus 3 is equals to minus a minus 1. 2 minus 3 is minus 1 minus a minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 is equals to minus a. So 1 gets towards that side, that is 0 equal to minus a, hence a is equals to 0. The value of a is 0. Now by using our product of zeros, that is alpha beta equal to c by a. What is alpha beta here? Alpha is 2, beta is minus 3 and c is b and a is 1. Hence we get our value of b as minus 6. So therefore the value of a is 0 and the value of b is minus 6. Sixth question is, obtain all other zeros of quadratic polynomial x power 4 minus 7x cube plus 17x square minus 17x plus 6 if two of its zeros are 3 and 1. Let's solve. Here they have said that the two zeros are 3 and 1. Because it is a biquadratic polynomial, it should have at most almost 4 zeros. 4 zeros it should have. Out of which 2 zeros are given, the other 2 is what you have to find. This is what you have to find, other 2. Here 2 zeros are x is equals to 3 and another 0 is x is equals to 1. What you have to do is, using those zeros, we have to find factors. Using that factor, we have to find a polynomial. So this will be x minus 3 equal to 0 is a factor, x minus 1 is equal to 0 is a factor. Then x minus 3, if it is multiplied by x minus 1, will get us a polynomial that is a divisor. That is x into x minus 1 minus 3 into x minus 1. You will get x square minus 1x minus 3x minus 2 minus s plus 3. So x square minus 4x plus 3. Hence this is our divisor, or you can say this is the polynomial g of x that is found by using two zeros. What will be our dividend? This will be our dividend. Again solving. Now by dividing g of x by p of x, x power 4 minus 7x cube plus 17x square minus 17x plus 6 should be divided by x square minus 4x plus 3. First step is to compare x square with x power 4. So what should be multiplied to x square so that you will get x power 4? It is x square. Place that x square here. Then multiply the whole x square to g of x. That is our divisor term. X square into x square will give us x power 4 minus 4x into x square will give us minus 4x cube plus 3x square. Okay. So x square minus 4x plus 3 into x square will give us x power 4 minus 4x cube plus 3 into x square will give us plus 3x square. So x square sign changed, minus to plus and plus to minus, x power 4 gets cancelled. Minus 7x cube plus 4x cube will be minus 3x cube. Plus 17x square minus 3x square will be plus 14x square. This is equals to get this down, minus 17x, getting it down. Okay. Then again repeat the step, that is to compare what should be multiplied to x square so that you will get minus 3x cube. That is minus 3x. Place that minus 3x here and multiply x square minus 4x plus 3 with minus 3x. minus 3x will be minus 3x cube, minus to minus is plus, 4 3s are 12x square, plus and minus is minus 9x. Place it carefully, minus 3x cube plus 12x square minus 9x. Sign change, minus to plus, plus to minus, minus to plus. 3x cube plus 3x minus 3x cube plus 3x cube gets cancelled. Plus 14x square minus 12x square will give us 2x square. Again remember, always take the sign to consider as which you have changed, not what it is. Minus 17x plus 9x will give us minus 8x. Get this down carefully. That is plus 6. Repeat the step. Compare x square and 2x square. That is what should be multiplied to x square, so that we'll get 2x square. That is 2. So take that 2, place it over here in the quotient part and multiply the divisor, that is x square minus 4x plus 3 by 2. We'll get 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Place it carefully here. 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Change the sign. Plus to minus, minus to plus, plus to minus. All these get cancelled. We'll be left out with 0. Now how to find the zeros? We found the remainder. We found the quotient. Take the quotient and find the zeros. Here the quotient that was found to be is q of x, that is x square minus 3x plus 2. How to solve this? This is a quadratic polynomial. Just by using splitting method we can find. So 2 into 1 will give us 2. What are the factors of 2? 1 into 2, 2. So we need the middle term as minus 3. We'll use minus 1 minus 2 so that you'll get minus 3. Hence x square minus 3x can be written as minus 1x minus 2x plus 2. From x square and 1x, x is common, x minus 1. From minus 2x and 2, minus 2 is common, x minus 1. X plus x minus 1, x minus 1, these two are common and another factor is x minus 2. Therefore, x minus 1 is equated to 0 and x minus 2 also equated to 0. X is equals to 1, x is equals to 2. Therefore, we found out the 4 zeros, out of which 2 zeros were already given and 2 zeros were found out. The 4 zeros are 3, 1, 1, 2. So this is how we have to solve our obtaining sums. Sixth question is to obtain all other zeros of polynomial p of x, which is equals to x power 4 minus 7x square plus 12 if two zeros are root 3 and minus root 3. Solution. Here x is equals to root 3 and x is also equals to minus root 3. These are the two zeros. From these two zeros I'll find the factor. That is x minus root 3 is one factor and x plus root 3 is one factor. How did I find? Just by putting root 3 over that side and minus root 3 over that side, we get the factors. Now next, multiply these two so that you'll get a polynomial. That is x minus root 3 multiplied by x plus root 3. This is the form of a minus b and a plus b. That is a square minus b square. So x square minus root 3 whole square. Hence we'll get x square minus 3 as our required g of x or divisor or quadratic polynomial that is used to divide the p of x. This is our p of x. So when you see the p of x, what you have to check first is decreasing order of power. So yes, it is in decreasing order, but there is a term missing. So p of x will be equal to x power 4 plus 0x cube. X cube is the term which is missing, so I have to place 0x cube minus 7x square plus 12. And g of x is what we have found out, that is x square minus 3. Hence divide x square minus 3 x power 4 plus 0 x cube minus 7 x square plus 1. Compare x square with x power 4. What should be multiplied to x square so that you will get x power 4? X power 4 divided by x square, you will get x square. So we understand that it is x square which should be multiplied. Hence x square minus 3 should be multiplied to x square. First step, x square into x square will be x power 4, minus 3 into x square will be minus 3x square, that is x power 4 minus 3x square. So there was no 0x cube term, so let it be plus 0x cube. So plus changes to minus, plus changes to minus, minus changes to plus, x power 4 cancel, 0x cube cancel, minus 7x square plus 3x square will give us minus 4x square. Get this down, plus 1. Next step is to compare minus 4x square and x square, that is what should be multiplied to x square so that you will get minus 4x square, that is minus 4. Place that minus 4 over here, hence we will get minus 4x square, minus into minus is plus, 3 4s is 12. So minus changes to plus, plus changes to minus. 4x square gets cancelled. 1 minus 12 is minus 11. Hence we have found out our q of x, that is x square minus 4. So from this we will get our other two zeros. See how to solve this. X square minus 4 can be written as 2 square. Now this is in the form of a square minus b square. Can I say a plus b, a minus b? Yes. So that is x plus 2, x minus 2. Hence we will get x plus 2 is equated to 0 and x minus 2 is equated to 0. X is equals to minus 2, x is equals to 2. Therefore the 4 zeros are minus 2, 2, root 3, minus root 3. Seventh problem is also to obtain all other zeros of polynomial 3x power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. If two of its zeros are root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3. Solution. Given x is equals to root 5 by 3 and x is equals to minus root 5 by 3. So from this we will find the factors as x minus root 5 by 3 equated to 0 and x plus root 5 by 3 is equated to 0. By multiplying these two factors, we will get our polynomial g of x, or the divisor which should be used to divide our dividend p of x. Hence x minus root 5 by 3 should be multiplied to x plus root 5 by 3. We will get a minus b into a plus b, we will get as a square minus b square. Hence it is x square minus root 5 by 3 whole square, that is x square minus 5 by 3. Now let's proceed with the division part, that is x square minus 5 by 3 is our g of x, or the divisor, and the dividend is 3x power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. So first step is to compare x square, what should be multiplied to x square so that you will get 3x power 4. So from this you will get 3x power 4 divided by x square, it will give us 3x square. The answer is 3x square. Place that 3x square in the quotient part, then take the whole g of x, that is x square minus 5 by 3, and multiply it by 3x square. So what you will get is 3x power 4 multiplied by 3x square multiplied by x square will give us 3x power 4 minus 5 into 3x square will give us 15x square by 3. 3 ones are 3 5s are, that is 3x power 4 minus 5x square. So place it down, 3x power 4, because there is no x cube term, that is 0x cube minus 5x square. Plus changes to minus, plus changes to minus, minus changes to plus. 3x power 4, 3x power 4 gets cancelled. 6x cube minus 0x cube is plus 6x cube, minus 2x square plus 5x square is plus 3x square. This gets done, that is minus 10x. So what should be multiplied to x square so that you will get 6x cube is divide 6x cube by x square, you will get 6x. Take that 6x and place in quotient part. Take the whole g of x, that is a divisor, and multiply it by 6x. We will get 6x cube minus 5 6x by 3. Hence you will get as 6x cube minus 6 5 is 30x by 3. So that will give us 10x. Place this carefully over there. That is 6x cube. Is there any x square term? No. So I'll place 0x square, then minus 10x underneath minus 10x. Plus changes to minus, plus changes to minus, minus changes to plus. 6x cube minus 6x cube gets cancelled. 3x square minus 0x square will give us 3x square. Minus 10x plus 10x again gets cancelled. And take this 5 down now. That is minus 5. Repeat the step, that is compare x square with 3x square. What should be multiplied to x square so that you will get 3x square? That is 3. Place that 3 in the quotient part. Hence you will get 3x square. X square when multiplied, x square by minus 5 by 3 when multiplied by 3 will get us 3x square, and minus 5 by 3 into 3 will give us minus 5. The sign changes to minus, this changes to plus, hence this 2 get cancelled, we are left out with 0. But we have to find the other two zeros. The other two zeros can be found by solving our quotient. 3x square plus 6x plus 3, which is equated to 0. 3 is common here, that is x square plus 2x plus 1, which is equated to 0. Hence x square plus 2x plus 1 is equated to 0. Now using the splitting method, that is find the factors of 1. 1 into 1 is equals to 1, and 1 plus 1 gives us the middle term 2. Hence x square plus 1x plus 1x plus 1. X and x is common in here. So this is x plus 1 is common, x plus 1. X plus 1 and x plus 1, another one is also x plus 1. X plus 1 is equated to 0, x plus 1 is equated to 0, x is equals to minus 1 and x is equals to minus 1. Therefore, the four zeros are root 5 by 3, minus root 5 by 3, minus 1 and minus 1. Thanks for watching the video. Please do subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon. You can follow our Facebook page at vktutorials.in. Also our Instagram page vktutorials_. Log on to our website www.vktutorialacademy.com.